Doug's the vice chair.
Congratulations.
No, but he's the expiring vice chair. You guys have to
Okay, I
elect
thought
him
Andy had
tonight.
done that, but that's
No,
not.
he's the secretary.
Are you sure?
Andy's the secretary. I just looked on the website.
Yeah.
Well, why am I doing the minutes?
I thought you were secretary.
Back up for Andy.
I
I
think
thought he was the.
no.
Whoever wants to call the meeting to order is welcome
All right,
to.
yeah, all right. Call the meeting to order at whatever time it is.
6:45.
6:45.
Yeah. Okay. So, Secretary, I'll call the roll. I'm not going to worry about the alphabet. Andy is absent. John?
Present.
Doug?
Present.
Tara?
Present.
And me. Okay, so we
BJ's
have
absent.
4, and BJ absent. Okay. All right, so what do we want to move to? Election officers, meeting schedule, or you want to talk about your regular?
I mean, whatever you think is best. I mean, well, the meeting schedule and the minutes is pretty easy, and I can start to give my discussion. Do you want to do election of officers among the four of you?
Why don't we wait for Andy? Is that okay with everybody?
That's fine.
Okay.
I guess you just need a motion to take the agenda out of order.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we take the agenda out of order,
Second.
and we will move election officers till later in the meeting and start with item D. Does that work for everybody?
Meeting schedule?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I need a second.
All in favor? Action.
All right.
Okay. Election of officers
Did
is
you
down the
vote to
way.
accept the meeting schedule?
I got the meeting. Yeah, we got the
No,
meeting.
we moved to do the meeting schedule, so we can
Reviewing it.
Okay.
vote on that now.
Now, I will just mention one thing since we're so bare bones membership, that there are 2 of these meeting dates, and I already know I won't be here. One is the February date, and one is the June date. The June date I can attend remotely. The February one, I'm going to be in a dinky little motel in New Smyrna Beach, and I don't think that's going to work that well.
Could I get a copy of the meeting schedule? Is there one proposed?
You can share.
Perfect.
I mean, I have more.
Thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
But on the other hand, I can be available later in both of those months. I could be available in the 3rd or 4th week of February or the last week of June.
Did you want that? So, right, this schedule is
I'm
based
sorry.
on your general schedule as it's been the second
Yeah,
Tuesday of
Tuesday.
each month. And I
Right.
know in the recent couple of years we had some people requesting special meetings for this or that, and a few people that were on the board were like, we're not doing any special meetings. But in the event we can't get a quorum, it is normal to hold a special meeting.
All right. Well, I'll just mention that as a heads up in case
Yeah.
an application should come in during those months, that I will be available later. And
Okay.
if you got a quorum without me,
Right. So if you generally like the first Tuesday of the month, also if you generally like 6:30, I mean, I don't know, planning and zoning went to 6 o'clock, but whatever time is best for the general, this is based on what you've had for years.
yeah, no, that's
Jenna, how does this align with conservation and the new combined planning and zoning? When is their meeting schedule for 2026?
Conservation is the first Wednesday of the month, and planning and zoning is the second Thursday of the month.
Second Thursday. Okay.
This one's just Wednesday break is.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, we'll just,
Okay.
I mean, I think we had 6 meetings last year out of 12.
Oh,
If.
Right.
I think 2 of them
And some of them were so quick, or because we didn't have a quorum. So as long as, I think that the ZBA should be flexible to hold a special meeting if somebody, say they want to build an addition and they have a hardship and they can't meet the setback, and it is reasonable to
yeah.
have it as long as we can do legal noticing.
When we had Worthington Pond and all those.
Is there any objection to moving the meetings to 6 o'clock? One, I think to better accommodate Jen, in terms of going too late, and then.
I'm good with that.
I'm fine with it.
I don't.
So I'd like to make a motion to accept the meeting schedule as proposed here, moving the meeting to 6 p.m. as a start time.
Okay. Okay. I will take the liberty of seconding that. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
You
Okay.
can vote all the time now
Yeah.
because you're a regular
Yep.
member.
Yeah, welcome. official.
And you can make motions.
Actually, I always had the impression the alternates could vote all the time except on applications.
I was just
I
reading
swear
it.
I voted on bylaws and meeting
Really?
schedules.
I
And
was
even
just reading
accepting
it.
minutes.
I was reading your bylaws, and they're not allowed to vote until
Oh, I'm glad I'm street
they're
legal
seated.
now.
Right.
Thank you. All right. So, what do we want to do next, folks? Do we want to have your discussion?
I can give you a brief. You're not going to be available in February, so already I guess we'd have to poll everyone and try and possibly have a special meeting. It can wait till March, but I wanted to explain that. So I have legal counsel that I've been working with on several things. Now, I mean, for starters, the bylaws are generally reviewed every other year on the odd year. I think the last time it was done in 2019. You guys hardly meet, and if you're not meeting in January, it falls up the radar.
Yeah.
Or that's the last time they were updated. You guys could have looked at them in 22. I'm not sure, but there's only like two things in here. I mean, aside from adjusting the meeting time, there's only two things in here that are just administrative corrections. The chapter that it references for the zoning regs needs to just be updated to our new numbering for our zoning regs.
So is it
First chapter, it says the first second paragraph where it says chapter 214-10.
Yeah.
It should say,
Section
I don't know if I
9.
gave somebody my
Section 9.7.
draft copy. Did I give that to you? Oh, no, you haven't.
one to me.
9.7.
Section 9.7.
Yep.
Okay.
And then, I don't know where I put my red lined copy, but down,
Let me see.
it's just on page 1 again, down in the fourth paragraph,
Okay.
where it says the charter 7-6, that's not the number.
Okay. Is that again going to be 9.7?
No, it's a different section, but
You could just say per the town charter. But,
updated, yeah, per the town charter, but I'll update it with
okay.
the right
Okay.
code. I think it's
All
like 5.4 or something like that.
We could just say per the town charter and that'd be fine. Okay.
Yeah. So, in going through some things, obviously, there's been some issues lately with timing of enforcement and such, which technically the enforcement that I do is driven by the Planning and Zoning Commission and the zoning regulations. I'm just the liaison to ZBA, and generally you see me when someone's appealing something I
Right.
decide on. In working with the attorney, he saw I sent our regs, and I said, our appeals period is 30 days. That's statute, unless a ZBA adopts a rule that it's different, which led us to further detailed conversation that, generally speaking, the Planning and Zoning Commission doesn't have purview over the ZBA. You guys are your own. You have your bylaws on how you conduct business, and you have statutorily driven things. But most ZBAs have a set of rules where, because I wanted to just change the zoning reg, I thought it was a text amendment. He said, no, the proper way to do it is do a text amendment to the zoning regs referring to the Zoning Board of Appeals rules.
Okay.
So the first step would be for you guys to review the zoning regs
Okay.
and determine, what if all, relates to the procedures, decide what regulations you would agree to adopt as your rules of procedure.
Okay.
And then the zoning commission would then make an amendment stating that in that section that I gave you to review, that it's, that they're found in a separate ZBA document, which would be kept on file and online.
Okay.
So we'd be creating a set of rules. And
Separate from the bylaws.
No, yeah, it's separate from bylaws, and it's separate from the zoning regs, in the fact that the zoning regs would still have a section for the ZBA, but it essentially would take out all of these things, and then you guys have control over it,
Okay.
instead of the zoning commission.
Okay.
So I would just look over those, and then, I would move forward. The attorney did say he wants to read this section,
Yeah.
and, he would help me with outlining how to do it and how to word it properly.
Oh, that sounds
But my end goal is for the appeals period to be reduced to 15 days rather than 30.
Okay.
So if I issue, right now it's 30, so if I issue a zoning violation and someone appeals it right away, they have 30 days to appeal it to you guys.
Okay.
If they wait and I send a second notice and then I send a cease and desist, again, any of those notices from
Resets the
me
clock.
are appealable, and it's 30 days. So we just prolong the process. I'm sure Sean could maybe talk to you guys about his, opinion on some of those things. So I think that this is something that is important that we address sooner rather than later, and that you all consider reducing it to 15 days instead of 30.
This is the appeal of from an
Any
applicant
decision.
or
No,
Appeal
any
from an
decision.
order.
from an appeal from an order. Yeah.
From my decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I say you're in
Right.
violation, some people could even appeal if I send them an email and say something. It's technically, if I say you can't do that, it's appealable.
Yeah, this would only
But if I
affect,
say you're wrong.
this would only affect orders. I mean, variances, they've got a clock all their own.
Well, the variance appeals are statutory to the Superior Court. So
Right.
if you make a decision, it's a statutory requirement. This would just be for people appealing zoning enforcement decisions
It
to
comes
the
to us
ZBA.
first, and then maybe to the Superior Court, yeah.
Well, if they don't like what you say, then it
Yeah.
goes to Superior Court. But
Can you imagine that?
essentially, we're cutting out 15 days.
Yeah.
We're reducing it in half. The
Okay.
time that, if they think that they're right, then they have to appeal it in 15 days.
Right.
If not, then some of the more egregious things, then we move to the next step. Right
Yes.
now, if I issue a cease and desist, I have to wait 30 days.
Is 15 days sort of common in other towns as well?
I think it's,
I'm just curious, that's all.
I think 7 days is
I mean,
very good, but
I-
I couldn't
Do we
suggest
know,
that,
but like Ellington, do we know, like in surrounding towns, what their
No, I'd have to check.
No, and I'd be happy with it in
Generally,
any
they're
event,
about
but
10
but
to
it's
15 days.
always nice to be able to say we're simply conforming to what's the norm,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But we don't,
sure.
we can
You
create
don't
our
have
own
to.
norm
Right.
anytime we want.
I mean,
yeah.
seeing what the cases have been before you guys over the last year and a half, like, I don't know if I won't use a name, but something's going on right now and it's in court. We were supposed to go like the week of Christmas and it was postponed. I was supposed to go today and it's postponed. Like, so we already add on to the enforcement period and appeals period, so now it's finally got to you guys. You made a decision and now we're at the, subjected to the statutory timing and continuances.
15 days seems fair.
I think 10 to 15 is fair,
Yeah.
but
7 seems short,
Yeah.
like in case you were away or something. like
True,
that, but-
true.
That makes sense.
But
Well,
that's something
technically
we
it says
have
by
to.
receipt of the order. So if I issue it on January 1st, they don't have to appeal by January 7th. Like, probably would go by
it's like
postmark or
postmark
something.
or something. Yeah.
It's not like this is. But I think 15 is fair.
But the 15 days would something we could actually deal with only within the rules, or do we have to change anything else, like in the
So-
like in the or like
You
in-
would no. So step one is for you all to
that's
review
sensible.
and determine that you would like to extract your set of procedures from the zoning regs and make your own rules and procedures.
Okay.
And the zoning regs would merely refer to your rules and procedures.
Okay.
Which then, so that's step one. We extract it. Step two, you obviously would then just vote to, adopt the rules and procedures. And at that time, we would have a draft that the attorney will help me prepare based on what I think everything in the zoning regs you'll just kind of carry it over, but he wants to
Okay.
look at it more thoroughly. He was just giving me a quick answer for today.
So you're not asking us to engage in creative writing.
No, not
The
creative
lawyer
writing.
should know best. I mean, if he's recommending that
I would think
process,
so,
then
He's a really good land use attorney,
so I would.
Is this who's the attorney?
Ziska.
This guy.
He's excellent.
Yeah. He was only represented.
He's represented
us
the
in
board
front of
and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I know. Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
I mean, he wrote the book, What's Legally Required, about for boards and commissions in Connecticut.
Yeah.
So just so I understand, so what you're asking us is to read the bylaws, read the zoning regs, come up with any potential amendments or things, and you want to take these, or the town wants to take these regulations out of our zoning regulations. So for the zoning board of appeals, take that out of the town zoning regulations, have it live as a separate
Rules and
and
procedures.
procedures for zoning board of
Covered by the
appeals.
ZBA.
All right.
And what is
Well, not the
the
town.
advantage? of taking it out of
Because
the-
right now, you guys can't vote, and really, the Planning and Zoning Commission can't vote to reduce that appeals period to 30 days. Because you guys are the authority to stipulate the time frame, but you don't have the authority to, I suppose you could provoke me to request an amendment, but that's why he wants to read the regulations, but,
For the flow, it's more the
well, it's case law,
to change the.
it's case law, and I told him this is specifically what we want to do, and you know, he did say he didn't want the ZBA to adopt any rule tonight, just because of, he said, practical implications, and because our regulations say 30 days. So it has to go hand in hand. If you all, the bylaws are the bylaws, and if you see anything in it, we can put it on the next agenda if you need to amend them. Otherwise, they just remain. And unless you vote to, you probably at any time could vote to change them. They're your bylaws. But if you wanted to tonight just say, do the administrative corrections, keep the bylaws, and then, he didn't want anybody who happened to maybe appeal while we're doing this, he says that 30 days is misleading. So it would really be for you guys to look at this zoning reg section, and if because this was created by our consultant, when we updated the regs. So if you guys think there's anything in here procedurally that outside of statutory requirements, and when it says statutory requirements for appeal, that's only because if the ZBA doesn't stipulate a time frame, it defaults to the statutory. So if there's anything in there, we could, put this on a next agenda, February or March, and you guys could move to make this change. And meanwhile, Ziska would have a chance to look at this and spell out what we need to do.
I'd like to say, I'm happy to make a motion, but just beforehand, I would like to have the chance to read through this and understand it a little bit more.
I wouldn't. He doesn't want to make it. He doesn't.
Could we also maybe at the February meeting, or have Mike? Could Mike participate, answer any questions, have a dialogue with Mike about the pros and cons of this, and extracting this from the zoning regulations and having our own. I guess and maybe I can do my own due diligence between now and February. But I'd like to understand the pros and cons of removing the zoning board of appeals from the zoning regulations of the town of Somers.
Well, I do have attorney-client emails that I could sift through and give you guys information.
Okay, that'd be great.
Certainly he could come. I'm not going to prevent him from coming at the request of a board member, but there's an expense involved. And his emails, and I can find the proper wording. This was just the latest today to get me to the meeting tonight. That generally, that's the general policy with towns. I don't have a statistic, I don't have numbers, but I think the pro is you all have more authority over what you're supposed to have authority over with appeals, like the appeals period, and how you want applications presented to you and that sort of thing. What you require. So read through the section, but it would merely just be, he said even if you like the way it is, you take it from the zoning regs, and the zoning regs only refer people to you. That's
No, since the zoning regs are the creature of the PZC, the PZC also would have to agree to the removal of this from the zoning regs, would they not?
They would, and that's why he wants to read the regulations and spell out the steps for us. And to be honest, knowing the Planning and Zoning Commission, I don't think that they'd have a problem with that.
I don't think they would either,
because technically,
but they cannot be out of the loop.
They direct. Oh no, they wouldn't be. It would be a text amendment. So the next meeting, I'll have a discussion with them that's what we're looking to do, because they have authority over the special use permits and the site plan approvals and things like that. They can't direct you guys how to act and what you guys would require for an application.
Just like we can't rewrite the regs.
Like, for example, you guys could request that every variance has an official site plan. Sometimes we've approved it drawing on the GIS. You don't want the Planning and Zoning Commission telling you what you should request to evaluate a hardship and a variance. Nor can they tell you how to act on an appeal of my decision, because they discuss with me how to handle something if it's brought before them. like Sunny's Place and things like that. We've talked about in the past that, I've had to get their opinion, like, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but do you agree that Sunny's Place can do X, Y, Z? And they're like, yeah, okay. If I say something that Sunny's Place shouldn't do it, they appeal it to you guys, and you determine if I'm right or they're right. So it's cleaner, and it's what most municipalities do. But I will gather, his comments a little more clear and concise while you guys look at this. And obviously, I don't know, if we'll need a special meeting in February. If you want to get on it, if you want to just wait till March.
Okay. I'll try to get back to you in a week or so myself. Okay. Do you want?
So I guess then make a motion that we take the next 30 days to review the materials provided by Jennifer, the bylaws as well as the zoning regulations, and take into consideration the recommendation from her and the town attorney, or Attorney Ziska, the recommendation to remove these and to create our own regulations.
Rules.
Yeah,
Rules,
they're
thank
generally
you, rules, thank you. We take the next 30 days to review that and have this as an agenda item for February, the next meeting. And if we need to take a special meeting at that point, we can. It will be an agenda item that follows, but at least we say for February, so we give ourselves some time frame.
Right.
Is that
Sounds fine.
okay? So that's a motion.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion?
And I can, like I said, I'll gather some to try and put something in more. He just got back to me this afternoon, and anybody, I just wouldn't talk about it like 3 or 4 of you at a restaurant because it's outside of a meeting and that's a quorum. But if anyone individually wants to reach out to me, I'll send it as a whole to you all as a
Okay.
follow up. But you can ask questions.
Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I as well. Okay, unanimous. That gets us down to, well, we can do one of two things, elect officers or
I
approve
think Amy
minutes.
texted you. I just saw your phone. I saw your phone light up. So
So he did. On his way. So let's do minutes. Maybe he thought it was a 7 o'clock meeting.
Hasn't been said.
In which case it's still late.
Right.
Motion to approve the minutes of the August 12th meeting.
motion to approve the minutes from the August 12th meeting, the zoning board of appeals.
I will second it.
I don't know if I was at that meeting or not.
Anybody notice any egregious blunders on my part?
Who was in attendance at that August 12th meeting?
Well, Dean.
I think you guys can do just because it's just general business. It's not.
Well, aha.
Evening, folks.
Oh, hello.
Extend my apologies to everyone for being late.
That's okay.
It was a great freaking stromboli I made, though. but I do apologize, Thank you.
Well, you should have brought enough to share.
Ralph was kind enough to text, and I wanted to, so I apologize.
Okay, so we're just a question of approving the August 12th minutes.
Yeah.
And I did take the trouble to get a certain reference in there. Mrs. Moody.
Okay, so we have a motion, a second.
Here we do. Any further discussion of minutes? Vote to approve? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next. And we moved the agenda around, so we're down to election of officers.
Oh. Okay, so we haven't...
I haven't done that yet, no.
Oh, good. Okay, then I nominate Ralph as chair.
Second.
Okay. Any other nominations? Going once, going twice. Anybody move to close the nominations? Okay. Any second?
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor of Ralph Williams as our chairman.
And I will imitate humility and abstain.
I have your gavel next time you're in town hall.
You do? I was going to go on Amazon.
No, I have it. I have it. I have it.
Okay. All right, now nominations for vice chairman.
Nominate Andy Rocket as vice chairman.
Second.
Any other nominations? Going once, going twice. I think the nominations are closed. All in favor of Andy Rocket as vice chairman?
I would have voted for myself, but after that fine exam, I'd be so embarrassed, so I'll abstain.
You can vote against yourself.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, Sean, that's the move.
Well, wasn't it, was it William Tecumseh Sherman when they were talking about, you know,
Nominated, I went out run. Yeah.
And when William F. Buckley ran for mayor of New York, and they said, well, what would be your first action if you get elected? He said, demand a recount.
Yeah.
Okay, now, motion for secretary. Nominations.
Nominate Tara Moody
Who, me? To take the notes?
to be the secretary of the Zoning Board of Appeals in the town of Somers, Connecticut.
Second.
Oh, God.
Can't believe the stipend.
I heard there's a tax abatement coming. For
Yeah.
Who seconded? Andy. Okay. Any vehement arguments against?
No. I'm just new to this, so.
What?
You know that it's not a sexist thing. I know a lot of people think oh, she's women. It's like the newest person. It's the worst job. The newest person usually does it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when I joined, we didn't have much change for like 4 years.
I don't know what the town stance is on it is, but there's also these meetings are recorded on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you can throw it into a ChatGPT and get the
Yeah.
transcript in seconds.
We use some files and stuff at work.
Yeah.
So I'll just,
And just so you know, I'm the holdover for having been a reporter. I'm sort of anal about keeping minutes like exhaustively because I always say this is now that there aren't any local papers covering anything anymore. This is the one remnant that shows what transpired. But others have taken a more economical approach.
Well,
Yeah.
Andy will
recorded.
happily send you some of his.
Item was discussed.
Well, they're recorded now.
Right.
So they're live streamed. And on our new website, you can go on, you can see the agenda, the minutes, and click on the recording. So any resident can see it all in one click, one-stop shopping.
Right.
So the minutes are just meant to be what action was taken, who voted, and how they voted. And right, I mean, some people are more detailed, some are less. It's not a transcript. It's
Right.
you just
Right.
The bottom,
doesn't have to
the
be-
bottom line, you get down to the motions, who made them, who seconded them. Half the time you can get away with discussion ensued, and then you have to record the yeas and nays.
Yeah.
Everything else is
Which is what key
Froth.
points. Key points are talked about for
Yeah.
a reason. It's good to
Okay.
put
Yeah.
that in it, But
Okay.
or you can do my approach.
you could do Joanna's approach.
Yeah. Yes, and venture out.
Well, she doesn't do her own, but she likes it to say a lot.
Okay. A vote on the motion to nominate to elect Tara as secretary. All in favor?
Aye.
Are you being humble again? Okay.
The secretary.
Okay. All right. So what's left? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. Second?
Second.
Okay. Motion to adjourn is not subject to debate. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I once made a big deal when I was chair of the Board of Education about getting out to vote. Everybody has to vote.